everybody, welcome to my studio. My name is Janine Golia, and today we're going to be learning all about fluid painting. So if you've never tried fluid painting before and you're interested in starting, this is the place to be. And we're going to be playing with fire. Stay tuned for this segment. Okay, so if you're going to be doing fluid painting, you're going to need a few things first. I mostly order from Amazon, and sometimes I'll go to Home Depot to get these items. I have a small budget that I'm working with, so I definitely always opt for the more economical thing. So right off the bat, you're going to need some acrylic paint. This is by Apple Barrel. This is a black. We have some, this is more Apple Barrel. This is a blue from Apple Barrel. Deco Art, that's another cheap option for painting. That's the metallic red. We also have acrylic paint by Folk Art. This is a pure orange. We also have Purple Pearl by Deco Art. That's also a metallic. And we have a beautiful daffodil yellow from Folk Art. Okay, all of this stuff I got off of Amazon. You're also going to need Floetrol. This I actually got off of Amazon, and you could also buy it at Home Depot. Like I said, Home Depot is about like $5. If you order it from Amazon, you can order it in bulk. Once you start on doing these paintings, they become quite addictive. So you may want to start buying 2 bottles at a time. And today we're going to be using coconut milk anti-breakage serum to create some beautiful cells, and I'll show you what that is once we get to painting. And instead of using silicone, this is what I'll be using. It's dimethicone. You're going to need a torch if you want to play with fire. You don't have to if you don't want to. Also, since we are playing with fire, I just want to make sure everybody knows, if you have like a fire extinguisher, put it in your room just to be safe. My stepfather was a firefighter, so I'm always about fire safety. Okay, you're going to have your bucket of plain old water. You're going to need your craft sticks. You can get these from Walmart in the craft aisle. And a good brush, a good 1-inch brush, one that you know is not going to shed into your painting. So let's see if I left anything out. Oh, distilled water. And I think that's it. Now, if you don't have a cake spatula like this one, what I do is, you know all those cards that you have in your wallet that you don't use, the loyalty cards from different places, maybe you have an old insurance card, take those out. You can use those instead of like the fancy cake spatula for slathering on the paint. I have a list, I wrote it out for you, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a close-up of the list so you can take a screenshot of it, and then that way when you're shopping on Amazon or at Home Depot, wherever you want to go, you have that list in front of you. Okay, I've mixed up most of the colors, and now we are almost ready to pour, but I wanted to show you on camera what it looks like when you are mixing these colors. And I have a measured cup for you. You take one of your plastic cups that I had on that list. Okay, so it is 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, and I have hit this with some silicone spray, and then that way when we're doing the pours, the paint releases without any tension. So let's take our purple. We are going to fill it up to the paint line, or about the paint line. And then we're going to add our Floetrol. And here it is with the stocking on top. Get all those lumps out. Okay, looks about good. Now with the metallic paints, you do want to add less Floetrol because for whatever reason, the metallic paints are a little bit thinner when you mix it with the Floetrol, so you maybe a little less than your regular black or any colors that you use that don't have any metallic colors in them. Let's just mix this up, and we're looking for a consistency of like, I don't know if you've ever made pancakes. It's going to be like pancake batter consistency. Basically, what you want is one solid color after you put the Floetrol in. And you want like a consistency of warm honey And I have to thank Gina DeLuca right here because she's the one who told me about the consistency before I even started pouring. Thank you, Gina. Okay. We are about there. Okay. Let me see if I can get in closer for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Here's what we're looking for. That is perfect. Okay, so I've got about 6 colors here ready to go, and we're ready to pour. What I've done here is I've set up my puppy pad underneath because it is going to get messy. That's part of the fun. And then I've got my giant push pins underneath my wood panel. And I do say underneath because you don't want the big push pin sticking out. Otherwise, you're going to get like a flat piece of plastic after this thing dries. And you really don't want to be chiseling off flat pieces of plastic after you've made this beautiful work of art. Okay, I do use wood panels because I prefer them. You can use canvas if you want to. I just find that the canvas is, it tends to sag, and I don't like the tooth, the grit that it has on it. And I find that wood panels leave like this really smooth, flatter finish. Okay, so we're just about ready to pour. This is the exciting part. So what I like to do is I'm gonna put the dimethicone in just 5 of the colors. I'm going to leave the black out. I'm not going to put any sort of dimethicone or silicone in this one base color. Okay, so you can be neat about it. Some people like to go 4 times, 3 times with a pump. Let's do, I don't know, I'm feeling like 3. 1, come on, 1, 2, 3. All right, and give it a quick 1, 2, 3 stir kind of thing. And then let's do the orange 3 times. And you don't have to be neat about it. 2. Let's just do 2 on the yellow. 2. How much? 3 on the purple. I love this purple. It's a metallic purple. I'm hoping it shows up well. Okay. And then your blue. 2, 3. Okay, so we've left the black out of it, and we're going to be doing what people call a dirty pour. What a dirty pour is when you take your paints and you layer them. And I have my trusty pouring cup. You don't have to buy this. You can actually go through your cabinets and find any sort of like this size cup, and we're going to use it for layering and pouring. This was actually from a juicer I no longer use, so that was perfect. I thought, hey, look, it's got like a little spout and stuff. So, all right. So move this aside, and let's start layering. You want to add your base color, which has no silicone or dimethicone in it first. And if you're finding that your paints are not the right consistency, the consistency of warm honey, thank you, Gina, you can add distilled water to it. Don't add any more Floetrol. Okay, you just add a couple of drops of your distilled water. I have it in a rubbing alcohol bottle because it's nice that you have like this little pouring spout there, so you don't put too much in. A couple of drops will do you. Okay, I think, yeah, let's start with the metallic purple. Here we go. Kind of neatly in there. And you don't want to smash the paint around too much because you really don't want bubbles forming in there. And if you do see some chunks, try and work them out with your stir stick. Let's put the red. I'm going to put the yellow on top of the red. Hopefully that'll mix really well, make like a nice fiery orange. Let's add the blue. And then the orange. And layer it in black. And then just a little bit more of each color, because it's kind of a lot of paint for a 12 by 12 surface. So I know I'm going to have leftovers, and I already have some canvases ready for the leftovers, so that way you're not wasting paint. Okay, so here's what it looks like inside the cup. All right, let's get some of this aside because we are ready to pour. Okay, now your base color, you want to mix a little bit more of your base color, which is mine is black right now, because we're going to be using that to cover the sides and the edges of your canvas or your wood board, whatever you want to use. Okay, things are about to get messy. Here we go, moment of truth. Okay, dirty pour, flip cup. And what you want to do is center it and let it sit. Because what happens is all of these paints are different weights, and you want all of the paint to sort of settle to the bottom. And we've hit this with some silicone spray, and that's why we wanted it to loosen. So you give it a couple of taps and you leave it alone there for a few seconds. And now we can go ahead and pour the black paint or white paint, whatever you want to use as your base, around the sides of your painting. So you want to take either your loyalty cards that you have sitting in your wallet that you no longer use, or a spatula, or your cake frosting spoon, or knife, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to start scraping to get that color over the sides. And I'm not very particular about covering every single last inch of the painting. I like it when it's drippy. A little messy is kind of fun looking, I think. Did I get that? Okay. That's good. Okay. We have no hair, no lumps. That's lovely. Okay. So I think we're about ready to let this thing fly. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Look at that! Oh my God, that's beautiful. I love it. I love it already. Okay. So you can see what's going on here, right? We have this gorgeous, gorgeous color mass right here. And here's where we start moving the paint. But before I really start moving this blob of paint right here, I want to get my torch because I want more cells to pop up around here. You're going to hit it with a torch. Don't get too close, guys. And you can see it also pops those bubbles that you do not want in your painting. Lovely. Woo! This is my best one yet. Now, if you're afraid of using a torch, I have been using a heat gun for, well, I haven't used a torch before today, and I've been doing this for about 6 weeks because I was sort of, if you will, gun shy about using a torch. Like I said in my previous video, my stepfather was a firefighter, and subsequently I became very afraid of having fire in the house or using fire for anything. But hey, this worked out. Now I'm just moving it around. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Holy crap, that's really beautiful. And I'm covering all of the painting. If you want to leave some negative space, go ahead. It's all up to you. Okay. I think I'm going to hit it with a torch over here because I want some more movement right here. Okay, and what I was talking about before about cells, these, if you can see, these they look like cells. So that's what cells are. And if you want more cells, you hit it with a torch. And they should pop up. All right, I think I'm going to add some black right there. If I have any left. Yes. No! It's okay. I'll just scrape some off of here and use it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So this painting is going to keep changing and evolving for quite a few minutes. And you can play with it for, like I found, up to 10 minutes before it starts getting weird and plasticky. My God, that's so good. All right, everybody, here is that beautiful mess we just made. All right, this is the one I did on camera for you guys. Isn't it gorgeous? And here are two little guys with the leftovers. Okay guys, that's it for our dirty pour today. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, please favorite the video, and also please subscribe to my channel and let me know if I left anything out, and if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. I will be posting some links for all of the stuff you'll need to do your first pour, and I do thank you for watching. All right, I'll check you out in about 2 weeks, guys.